We are leaving.
I kind of... Trusty takes his flask out, kind of tips it over, maybe milks the last bit out of it, and places it back. He goes, good waste of alcohol. I blast the spiderwebs by the kitchen door.
Now the spiderwebs have moved in a different pattern. So as you're fighting the creatures, they've moved and shifted, so they're off the kitchen door.
Yeah.
But it's a new pattern of webs. So it's more of a crisscross, which is harder to navigate through.
I say slice away.
So wait, I'm not... The only way I'm slicing is to the door so we can leave.
I told you. Okay, Trusty, his eyes shift slightly as his brain maneuvers this, and he goes, there's a way out in the kitchen. And that would be a deception.
Yeah, roll, because I'm going to try and insight that.
That's 17.
Well, you're probably going to beat me there, but... Wow, because I critical failed that.
You're so bad.
Okay, so
what is happening?
That's I think about 8 critical fails for you.
Oh my goodness, this is the worst. Can I roll your dice, Bergen?
No. So I go.
There's no scraps. Then I can only have to be the only one with success here.
There's a way out in the kitchen. We need to go.
Well, because I rolled the critical fail, I go, fine, let's go. And I take a slice at one of the spider webs.
Okay, you slice the spider webs. Cutting one, blood just spurts all over you. It's a cutting artery.
It's disgusting.
And now you're battling the spiderweb tentacles.
Oh, great.
Way to trigger them again, guys.
Well, when I roll a critical fail, he tells me to slash away.
So, everyone roll initiative.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are just like, those spiderwebs triggered something the first time. Let's give it another shot.
Room.
I thought they were connected to the people. Anyway, alright.
So what's yours?
19.
My total is 23.
Let's get into this garden. It seems nice up there.
Oh, now you want to go into the garden.
And
there's a way out of the garden.
Okay, Scram, you go first.
Okay. You know what I want to try and do?
You sliced through it before pretty easy.
Yeah, but you said the door of the kitchen is not blocked?
The door of the kitchen is not blocked. The tentacles have moved up and they're attacking you now.
Okay, well, I grab him and I bolt for the door through all these tentacles.
Okay, I'm going to make an acrobatics check.
Awesome.
Once again, Omega is just carrying Trusty away from danger.
That's what happens when you're ridiculously buff. Okay, so 14 plus my roll, which is a natural 20.
So you dodge, you nimble, agile, shift the tentacles.
Let's go!
Trusty gives a wink as he's pulled away.
And you burst through the kitchen door.
So we're in a new room.
You're in a new room?
Here we go.
It's insight time.
Here we go.
Alright, please. 19.
Okay.
So that's your total, 19?
No, my total is 29.
Okay, my total is 7.
He's gonna disappear.
7.
No. Because you guys managed to find each other in the mansion, you guys will still remain in contact. You're both seeing completely different versions of the world.
So I look in, I go,
Tell us what we both see.
So, from the deep freezer in the kitchen, you see a so basically...
This is Chris that sees this?
Chris.
Oh, for me, okay.
Yeah, Chris, because
Trusty.
You succeeded your perception check.
Yes.
And you see, basically, this was where it all exploded from. So from the kitchen, big preparing area, but from the big meat freezer that kitchens usually have, you see, it's like a big mouth of flesh. It just came bursting out of there.
So, I put my feet back down onto the ground.
Okay. And you see a brief flicker of Anna Marie.
Where did she go?
Into the mouth.
I knew she was going into
What
the
do I
mouth
see?
flesh.
What do I see when I walk in here?
You see, now, your information in the world can have coordinate and help each other out. You see a general, all trussied up and looking in his general uniform, and you see a gray-haired man in a business suit, a tuxedo, a nice tuxedo. One in a uniform, one in a tuxedo, and the man in the uniform says, "This better be worth all of our funding." And the gentleman in the tuxedo says, "Trust me, you'll be amazed by Dr. Ursus's creation. If you could just follow me through here." And he opens up the door of the freezer, and they step inside.
That's what I see.
That's what you see.
Okay, so they didn't see us come in. We did burst through the door.
You did burst through the door. They did look, because this is the past, they aren't super effective. You can't really change this. They're more visions than actual things.
Did you see those two guys walk into the freezer?
Start shooting at the mouth.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'd like to do a perception check to see if this thing's kind of like just a big mouth in a
Well, it's
wall.
not really a mouth with teeth. It's basically, I'm trying to think of a family-friendly way to describe it.
Don't.
Besides like a big vagina of a mouth.
Well, it's two big fleshy walls. Big wave of flesh coming out from it, and the wave of flesh across the ceiling, and walls of flesh inside, and...
So,
It's a giant
is it
vagina.
dark or...
it is dark.
Okay, so it's not a fleshlight.
No.
Alright. Yeah, well, I look for a certain spot on this.
There's no spot.
There's no spot? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
That's a common male misconception, though.
Well, this isn't actually a giant vagina.
Oh,
It
okay.
happens to coincidentally look like one.
Got it. So, I, double guns, and I'm just gonna fire at it.
It ripples and shifts, and it opens wider.
Alright. Yeah, let's go down the giant vagina.
I say, what are you shooting at?
There's a great big thing of flesh right here.
What are you talking about? All there is a door to a freezer.
Yeah, it can be a cold mistress.
Facepalm.
So,
So mega face bomb.
Inner monologue.
so Chris kind of, like, does it look dangerous?
It's a giant fleshy tunnel.
I kind of like
It looks dangerous.
peek inside. Can I see anything?
You see down the hall. You see a what used to look like maybe an elevator, like a hidden elevator.
Like a dumbwaiter or an actual
Yeah,
elevator?
Like basically a hatch was in the floor, and Scram said roll an insight check. You're gonna kind of
So I'm looking in here too?
yeah.
Okay. 4 plus 7 is 11.
Sweet. So you see a freezer with meat and like all that kitchen freezer stuff, and the two gentlemen walking up to it. Basically, one of them slides a hidden slatch open in the wall and punches a code, and the floor opens up, and like a little service elevator comes in. They step
And
in,
I see the code.
and you see the code.
So I know what the code is.
But from Chris's perspective, it's already open. Just flesh is coming out of it.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, I say, this doesn't look like a way out. This looks like those gentlemen are going deeper in.
Trust me.
Well, I think we should do another deception.
Make a deception check because this is really hard to believe. You will get a plus 10 bonus to the check.
Whoa.
Plus 10. So basically,
This looks clearly not a way out.
14 plus 18 is...
Alright. Here comes a critical success. Oh. So, just 28.
28.
So I don't believe you at all. I say, we are not going in there.
Yeah, that actually seems like a good idea. What are you seeing right now? Or actually,
I see a big freezer full of meat, and two gentlemen just walked in and went down a service elevator.
I go,
Why?
I see
Isn't that what you see?
I see the elevator too. I'm a little...
Can't you see this big, horrible, gaping thing? You're like, I see an elevator.
Yes, I see an elevator. And my wife came in here.
Yes.
I kind of...
Does this... Okay, hold on. This kitchen is assumingly by the back of the house as well. Is there a window into the back?
No. So basically, you enter the kitchen, there's a freezer here, and...
No windows?
No, you basically can't look out into the garden from here.
I checked the time on my watch.
The time on your watch?
Yes.
You've been in here for, because you do keep moving in and out of time, you've really only theoretically been in this place for about half an hour.
Okay.
So...
You were going from room to room pretty quick. You weren't
Are there any
exploring
other
the whole
doors
mansion.
out of here besides back into there?
Back into the tentacle room?
Any other doors out?
You can go walk through the kitchen and go through one of the servants' doors into other parts of the house.
Okay, so we're leaving. Follow me, and I grab him as we go through. Go for the servant door.
I say Anna Marie.
Why?
Just say it, and I point a gun finger at him.
Anna Marie, what's the point?
I look around. I say, what do you see?
Oh, because we are in your magical world, Scram said. You don't see Anna Marie.
It's a kitchen. We're leaving, and I grab him. And we start to make for the door again.
Trusty faints coming along with it,
Okay.
Here we go.
but he's keeping his eyes open for a way out of being dragged along.
Does he fool me in thinking that he's fainted?
Little deception? No. I'm like, okay. And I'm letting you drag me on a little
Okay.
more if I didn't put up an effort.
Okay.
Okay, so we go through that door.
Okay, so you're going through a servant's corridor. I need you to roll an insight check.
That's 16.
Total is total of 6.
Sweet. So, you guys are back in the Magical Wonderland. You guys go to the servant's door. You see a couple of...
And we hear music just...
You hear... There's always music, but now it's louder again.
Yeah.
You see a couple of servants. There's lots of little doors along this hallway that kind of lead to stairs and passages that lead to other parts of the mansion.
Yeah.
There is a couple of servants playfully flirting with each other. Less subtly as the rich couple that were in the hall earlier.
He's got his hand up her skirt kind of thing.
Sort of, yeah. He's getting to know her bra size pretty well. You can say.
Yeah.
But you see like but you see like a head servant come along and like smack the jet boy in the back of the head. And like they're like, oh, they embarrass things. Your guys are gonna get fired. And he's like, he sees you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. If you lost your way to the ballroom, I can direct you there right away.
Actually, I was looking for a woman, and I give him a description of her. The dress she was in.
As he's describing this, I just make for the closest door I can find.
I let him leave.
Okay.
No, I'm dragging you with me, buddy.
Okay, I resist.
Cool.
I completely ignore these people.
Make a grapple check, Scramstead.
Okay. This is... So 6 plus 6 is 12.
He's like, I've never seen a woman in life that's being pulled over. So 12?
Whoa.
You don't successfully grapple.
Okay, yeah.
Chris. So Chris is like, no, get off of me. He kind of just bats your hands away.
Oh, man, you're pushing it. We are leaving. Let's go.
I push him away, get away. I give him a light shove, and I go, could you give me a more detailed... I'm looking for the ballroom. Could you also point me in any other rooms I might need?
Well, the library is just through the door your friend was going through. Mm-hmm. The kitchen's back the way you came, and then you go to the library, you find the way to the study. But if you go back to the kitchen, you'll find your way back to the dining room, and the ballroom's just through this door here.
Is there a way outside that's not through the dining room?
Well, of course, you could step out through the front door.
Yes.
You know what? I go to slash at this guy who's talking this with my sword.
Awesome.
I straight up just attack him. I've had enough with all this.
So, Scram said, when you do this, the illusion breaks.
No! I yell.
And you're basically, you've embedded your sword into the skull of one of those fleshling creatures. And it just like withers around you.
Do you see what these are?
But you also notice that once you've broken the illusion,
my tux.
You feel something peeling away from the backs of your heads.
I look and see what it is.
Basically, it's like a fleshy tongue that retreats back in the flesh walls of this corridor.
Holy crap! So this is now a flesh-covered room again.
Yeah, you're in a fleshy corridor.
So I would like to.
And this one is more full of whisperings than any of the room you've been in. There's like lots of little hands, like reaching out and grasping your ankles and like your basically your body, and you're just like,
I'd like to do.
It's icky.
I'd like to do an investigation check to see if this substance is making us think the thoughts, or if it's actually a different world.
Okay, make a check.
Okay. Intelligence?
It would be investigate.
Okay, even better. That's 16.
16, you can't quite determine. You think it's probably strongly an illusion caused by ghosts. You're not actually being teleported back in time. It is all visions. You can't tell if it's linked with the flesh or if it's a separate occurrence.
Okay.
But you know that you're not actually traveling in between dimensions and worlds. It's all illusions and ghosts messing with your mind.
Trusty is just like, he picks up a cigarette and lights it as he's just frustrated over this illusion or not of his wife.
And you hear a whispering of,
Join us. Join us.
It's frequent in this room. It's like, join us.
Where's the closest door?
To your right.
And okay, so draw this room here for us.
So you're kind of like ducted. I didn't draw this proportionally here, but you're kind of in this little corridor here, and the closest door will take you back into the ballroom.
Okay, and is that the only door out of there?
No, there's multiple. There's another one that leads to the study. There's one that leads stairs up to the upstairs. There's lots of doors. We're not sure where they lead.
You know what? I look at the one at the end of the hall, and I once again grab Trusty and I make for the door.
I resist.
Okay, grapple check.
That is a total of 17.
Make opposed strength checks now.
It's 10.
And mine is 13.
Alright, so you're 13. And what's higher? Your dex, your agility, or your
Agility.
So you can make the agility check.
Okay, then it's 13.
Can I also make agility?
32?
13.
13?
Can I also make
32.
No, it's always strength.
Okay, fine. Strength.
13 versus 13?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you successfully take Chris.
Okay.
So you successfully drag Chris to the door.
I'm grumbling. Get off! Get off!
Okay. So,
Then just like a fireman, literally just slitting Chris over your shoulder, like. "Ugh."
so since he's still complaining, I pull.
Chris,
like,
it's your turn.
Oh, fine.
So you're at the doorway now
This is okay. So we're doing turns. This is technically combat.
because it's combat right now.
See, I'm just considering my
What do you want to try to do?
I want to like pinch his neck in the right place, but that's not gonna work. I take the cigarette that's in my mouth and stab it into his hand.
Okay. So Chris, I need you to make an athletics or an acrobatics check, whichever is
Higher.
higher.
I'll take the lower.
You're driving it into my hand.
Acrobat.
Well, he's got to see if he can maneuver to a position
Right.
where he can drive.
That's a critical fail.
Awesome, so you don't.
Ah, gosh darn
So, Scrammy, on your turn, you take Chris out of that room.
Okay, I see that he's trying to do all this stuff, and I pull what he did last time. I swing him off my shoulder, I hold him up against the wall.
it. Does he see that I'm doing this stuff?
Well, you can make a stealth check.
Could he make a perception check?
Yeah.
Versus my perception.
So what was your stealth there?
It's 14.
And against...
No, it would be sleight of hand, sorry.
So I found 13.
13.
Against 14.
So you saw him trying to do that.
Yeah, I hold him up. I flip him on my shoulder, hold him up against the wall. What is your problem?
Just getting a cigarette, bub.
This whole time you've been trying to undermine this mission.
I've already completed the mission. Those two are dead.
Then we leave and we send in the strike
We
team.
can't. Have you tried to leave?
I am trying to leave and you're stopping me.
Go ahead and try. I say to him.
I'm not leaving
By the
you
way,
here.
this team really needs to work on their communication skills.
Episode 3, the counseling session.
Like,
It's just all like diplomacy rolls.
communication is not a skill your characters have.
No.
You guys are a marriage couple. Ooh.
Yeah, we'd be dead. So I go, yeah, you try to leave.
I'm not leaving you behind. I can't do that again.
When did you leave him behind before?
Yeah.
No, this is not even. I'm talking about him. This is my internal reference to an event in my past.
Gotcha. I'll remember that.
I slowly put my hand, take a drag from the cigarette, flick the ashes off to the side and go, put me down.
I will put you down when you stop complaining and you agree to leave here with me.
I have things to do in here.
What things to do? The mission is compromised.
A different mission
There is no other mission.
that you know of.
Then what is this mission? We're supposed to be working together and you're keeping things from me.
Saying we're supposed to be a team?
You guys work this out between you, by the way. It's like that. They're emotional people.
So, like-
you're adults, so figure it out.
So while he's holding me up against the wall,
Oh yeah, you feel the hands of the wall. Totally
Yeah,
slowly
exactly.
absorbing you into it.
please take me off this wall.
It's really gross.
Because I can see it consuming him, right?
Yeah.
I take the cigarette and kind of jam it back into the wall a bit.
Okay, it retracts a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe I should leave you here.
good. Get out of here then.
Fine. I drop him and exit that door by myself.
Make up her.
Oh boy, that's.
Make an insight roll.
I really don't want to do that. I really don't, but I feel like I have no
As he's
choice.
walking away, I say, I don't need your help anymore.
Insight roll for you, Scrammy.
This is 14 total
14 total.
as I walk out this far door.
You're in a study.
And as he opens the door, do I see in?
Pardon?
Do I see in through that door?
Make an insight check.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 24.
24. You see the flesh wall extend part of the way, but it only really sticks in the door frame in this room.
Yeah.
So you enter, and what you see in this room is you see this big old library, and you see a man climbing a ladder and pulling a book off, basically pulling a book off the shelf, and that part of the shelf slides away to reveal like a safe in the wall. The thief, and you're watching this. You can interrupt me anytime while I'm describing that, Scramstus. The thief is
The old man or the thief?
no, this is the thief
There's a thief.
in the room.
You just said that. Just give it away. Unless you...
There's an old man.
Okay. Oh, for me.
So yeah, you don't see anything. You see the door frame.
Yeah.
This is what Scramset sees because he failed his insight.
Yeah.
So he's watching a thief go and break into the safe and remove a book. And you see, and the thief climbs down the little library ladder with the book under his arm. And the servant enters the room. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing in here?" And the thief pulls out a silencer and shoots the servant through the head. And then you hear a distant rumbling. And
I I slice at this guy.
He's up on a ladder though.
No, he climbed down.
Okay.
Servant, yeah, came in.
I slice at this guy.
You slice the guy. You wake from the
With
illusion.
angry rage and tears in my eyes from what's just
You
happened.
wake from the illusion, and you see that you're only stabbing a bookshelf.
There's nothing else there.
There's nothing else there. And you see a book laying on the ground.
Oh man, my mission is to leave, but
I yell back into the room. What's taking you so long?
You see Scranton looking at a book on the ground.
Yeah. No, but I say it in like an insulting manner.
I completely ignore
I'm
him.
not actually asking.
Pardon?
I completely ignore him. Even though I know it's all illusion, though the book's just lying there, right? Did it basically fall from his hands?
Yeah, but it's not an illusion. You're in the physical world again
Yeah.
because you broke the illusion. The book is laying there.
And there's not as much fleshy melt stuff everywhere, right?
There's not as much fleshy on stuff.
Fine. You know what? What does the book say?
Cool. So you pick up the book and you open it, and the cover has an image, and the image is a lion with goat horns and a long snake tongue protruding from its mouth. And when you open the book, you see of shifting red letters in a language you do not recognize. And as you turn the page, and as you look at the page, the longer you look at a page, the letters seem to melt and fade away. But you cannot forget them. You just don't see them on the page in front of you.
Right. But I don't understand what it's saying.
You don't understand what it's saying.
Okay, so I know this picture. I'm flipping through all the pages, and it's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it's all these words. You're so slipping through it, and the words are vanishing from the pages as you're looking at them.
Well, keeping in mind the R&D section of the Blair-Thon Institute, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Okay.
So do I have like a bag with me? And I haven't used it yet.
Do you have street clothes?
I imagined you had a small like
Cool.
fanny pack thing, but not
Not an actual.
He shows up like a tourist to Disneyland.
Okay,
I'll imagine you have a backpack on right now.
yeah, it was just a small little thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I throw it in there.
It's a really big book, so you have to carry it under your arms.
Fine. I carry it in my arm. Now draw this room up for me so I can see like where my exits are.
This way.
So I came from here.
Yeah, and there's another door kind of leading into a stairwell. So when you enter facing from the room that where you enter with the fleshy hallway, the servants' hallway, if you walk up a little ways past the bookshelves and you turn right,
Back in the main.
you'll be back at the main entrance hall. If you turn
But
left,
do I
you'll
know that?
work into a stairway. I assume your characters kind of figure out a context to what this mansion's sort of laid out.
Okay. Okay. As I pick up the book and I think I need to bring this back to the Institute, I call it, "This is your last chance. I am leaving now."
He takes a drag of a cigarette.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want to leave him, but my mission is...
And he takes a drag of a cigarette, walks into the study, leans up against a bookshelf. There aren't any hands anymore, are there? And he goes, take talk.
Okay, I need to follow my mission.
Okay. So you leave. So you go to the front doors and you try it. The doors won't open. It feels as if they're clammy with sweat.
I mean, with sweat. Okay. I try to force them open using my brute strength.
You can't.
Okay, I slash at it with my sword.
You won't break through the doors.
Is there a window?
Trusty has moved his way over to, like, looking into the Great Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just walking.
There are the big glass windows at the front.
Okay, I try to break one of the windows.
You break one of the windows.
Okay, and I try to climb out.
You climb out. I need you to make a will save.
6 plus 18 is 24.
Okay. Your head starts to hurt. You're looking around. The landscape has changed. You don't see the jet in front. You see that there's the lights of the town have changed when you've left them. There's whispering and swirlings. You see visions on the edge of your peripherals.
I'm so hell-bent on my mission right now.
Okay. So you're going further
Also,
out there?
I'm fishing for a hero point. But that's for next time.
Yeah, that's true. I would give you a hero point for this if you keep going.
Well,
out.
yeah, honestly, that's I've made it out. That's what I'm...
Trusty, has he exited out the window?
Yeah.
Trusty walks over to the window and watches him.
Okay.
Yeah, I, with this book in my hand and the sword in the other, I bolt for the field where we landed.
Okay.
Even if it's hurting, I don't care. I go
Make
for it.
a will save.
6 plus 9 is 15.
Okay. Your head starts to ache. You hear ringing in your ears. You hit a little country lane, probably where the farmer's in your regular time, where his little farmhouse will be in the future. Little World War II era automobile drives past you, but it seems to be driven by skeletons. What do you do?
What do I do? I hide.
You hide?
Hide inside.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
A critical fail. Wow.
Okay. Well, you're so dizzy you can't really even think about hiding right now. I need you to make another will save.
Oh crap.
So you can't really see Scramps unless you make a really high perception check.
Could I try?
Yeah, you can try.
It's explosive. These are getting worse. It's 14.
14.
Wow.
I need you to get -2 to your. I'm just gonna roll. I need you to get -2 to your awareness now. So you're now
To
aware.
my awareness.
I rolled a 28 for perception.
Okay, you see that in the distance, what looked like a blur of your friend in the dark kind of collapse onto his knees. Scramps, what do you do?
Has the vehicle just driven past?
The vehicle's driven past.
It didn't even
Stop.
Okay, then I gotta keep going.
You're looking for your jet?
Looking for the jet.
I need you to make another will save.
These are getting so bad. That 13. Wow.
13. I need you to take a -2 penalty to your intellect. So you're now at -1.
Trusty takes a long drag of his cigarette and goes, he's a goddamn fool, and jumps through the window.
Yeah, I need you to make a will save.
That's 19. Plus 6, that's 25.
25, you're okay. So, Scramps, Scramps, what are you doing? Keep going on? So, you're going on after...
I'm yelling, stop, you idiot.
Do I hear him?
Make a perception check. That's your awareness.
Wait,
Remember
just awareness?
Well, remember your perception. You are at -2, so remove 2 from your total.
Okay, so that would be natural 20.
So you hear Chris, the trustee in the distance, yelling, "Stop, you fool!" You're
Idiot. I called him an idiot.
So you're wandering forward. You come to a little road sign directing you towards the village, and you see a man there with 2 heads, and he points towards the village. And he says,
This way. Hurry. Still make it.
But I see him with 2 heads, and I hear him yelling, "Stop!"
"Yeah,
I attack him.
okay."
This is the
He fades into a shimmer of lightning color. I need you to make a will save.
Critical fail again.
That's 10. -2 from your awareness. Sorry, intellect. Your intellect.
Again, intellect. Well, that's
So what are you at? -3
intellect.
I would like to say that Trusty is sprinting as hard as he can to get him.
Okay.
And is he kind of stumbling along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're losing your ability to think. You cannot think and make decisions really anymore.
Okay. Can I still look back and try and see him coming at me?
You can see Chris coming towards you.
You idiot!
Chris, roll will.
That is 17.
17. Because this is your only second roll, you're okay.
Okay. Have I reached him yet?
You're at the road. You're really close, about 15 feet from Scranton.
Okay.
So you are pretty practically together.
I reach out and just grab him by the collar and yank him back, and I start pulling him towards the house.
Are you resisting him?
Can he resist me? He's pretty out of it.
He's still physically fine.
But my decision making
Yeah.
is
You're not completely debilitated yet.
okay. Yeah, no, I would resist. I would just be I'd be swatting
Good
at him.
role playing. I'm giving you a hero point for this.
This
And I'm
is
giving
what he would do.
you a hero point for risking yourself here. So I need you to roll. Sorry, Chris, roll an attack check. So that'd be your fighting skill.
14 plus 4 is 18.
You don't grapple Scrampstead. He's a martial artist man. Okay. So that was your. So that was Scrampstead. What are you doing now?
I look out in the field. I say, the jet's here. We gotta tell them. Let's go.
And do you keep going down the road?
Well, I don't go through the road. I go to the field where the jet was, right?
Yeah, but okay. So you're walking further down the road. You've already gone through the field where the jet was.
And I passed where it was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Where's the jet? We need to find the jet.
Is he stumbling? Like, is he still?
He's still physically coordinated, but it's just dumber. Scramson, make a will roll.
Another will. So, total of 17.
You're suffering a -2 to your
Oh my goodness.
awareness.
My awareness is at 0.
The jet is back at the house.
Are you making a deception
Yes. I would like to use my luck.
to re-roll that?
Yes.
You're out of your luck today, right?
Yes. I say the jet is back at the house.
So that's
and
18 plus your deception.
28.
So 28 total?
The jet's back at the house. They moved it to the house, I say to him. Come on, we need to go back. They're leaving now.
Okay.
They're inside the house.
And that would be insight, correct?
That would be insight.
So my awareness is at 0. So
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna believe
Yeah,
this.
let's roll all 6.
Total
You
of
believe
9.
you believe Chris.
Come on, well, they're inside the house. They're waiting for us right now.
I stumble after him.
Okay, Chris, you started going. I need you to roll a.
We'll save. Natural 20.
Wow,
fine.
dude.
Trusty Cole, ladies and
You are-
gentlemen.
So you're moving up the house. I'm going to have you make one more will save, and then you'll be inside.
Okay.
So you're moving up the field as fast as you can. You look back over your shoulder, you see a massive winged bird flying towards you guys. Scrammy, make a will save.
Wow! Critical failure again!
But you do have a hero point.
That's your clue that I should use it?
Yeah, you do have. You haven't used your hero. You already used your hero point.
I had 2 and I used 1.
So you still got 1, and you guys both got the hero point from this little field exchange.
And you're gonna give it to us right now?
Yeah.
Fine, I use it, because I'm trying to leave this place.
Okay.
So I use it. Fine.
So now you're down to 1.
I just have 1.
Okay.
So do I re-roll this?
Yeah, re-roll.
At 10. So total of 16 plus 6 is 24.
Oh, remember that your will would be your awareness, so whatever your modified.
It's actually 20, a total of 20.
You're fine.
Okay, so I just leave everything the way it is.
Yeah. And you guys, can you make a will save, Chris?
Trusty. 17.
17. I need you to subtract.
Am I closer to the house? Does that help or no? Is it exposed?
Once you get inside, this is your last roll you need to make for your house. Chris, I need you to subtract 2 from intellect. Remember, this affects all intellect-based skills.
So, a little bit of blood trickles out of Trusty's.
Not that bad. Yeah. Okay, you guys are in. You get back to the window.
I push him through, and then, like, holding my head, jump through, and my glass scrapes my face and my arms.
I say, where's the jet?
I punch him in the face.